three. Well, welcome everybody to Mom and Dad Talks again. And today we're going to talk about hugs. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit. I'm an only child, if some of you don't know or whatever. But the thing I've noticed is this. In my house, I always knew I was loved by both my parents, my mom and dad. They made sure they hugged and kissed me every day. So I felt that comfort and that confidence. And you have so much people against the world and stuff. You got to remember to hug your families, hug your spouse, hug your dad, hug your child. Because that gives them comfort and safety to know that you're there for me. I'm rooting for you. I'm protecting you, and that gives you go out in life because life does not hug you. Life is mean. People are always trying to beat you up, trying to take you down. And if you got to have one vestige, is hopefully at home you have some reassurance, or at least give your family reassurance and hugs and the importance of hugs. So today I'm going to ask a question to my parents. Why did you hug me so much? Not because I was cute.
But you were. That's not the only reason. Hugging someone, just a touch means so much. And that's what that's the motto that I always took. You can touch somebody, but it's just a touch, but a hug embraces, and a hug sends a message that, hey, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why I always hugged you as a baby and growing up, still do.
Still to this day. Daddy?
Sure do.
Well, hugs show compassion.
Mm-hmm.
It's different from a shaking of your hand or saying, hi, how you doing? A hug shows compassion. It shows that you care about the person you're hugging.
Mm-hmm.
I know that at church a lot of times there are some people that like to be hugged, some people that don't like to be hugged. And the people that like to be hugged, I see that sometimes when I reach out to shake their hands, they hit my hand. I don't want to give me a hug.
Yeah.
And that's truly amazing that they look forward to the hug. And it's hugging is very typical of the African American church, but not in the Caucasian church. And when I first went over to when we first went over to the West Side Church, I started, I don't know, one lady came up to me and how you doing? And she said, I want you to hug me. So I said, okay. So I hugged her. Well, the next Sabbath, there were 3 or 4. I said, what's going on here? And the more that they saw that I was a hugger, the more they wanted the hugs. And it was, I know one lady, she's almost insulted when I don't hug her. So it's because I knew that was prevalent in our African American church. And I kind of thought it was not prevalent in the Caucasian church, but it is.
It's contagious.
And now I know several men that when I walk up to them, they put their arm around me, pat me on the back. Wow.
Yeah.
So it's not a racial thing. It is a humanistic thing. Humans like to be hugged.
Hugging to me also is an endorsement. Okay. That's what we all need. A hug a day is it's healing to me.
And then there's something about the contact between two human beings.
Yeah.
That just one lady that we know in Arizona, she says, "Oh, I need a hug for my big teddy bear." So she looks at it as a comfort and a loving thing, and so hugging is good.
It's healthy.
I'm a hugger. I remember when I first married my wife. She said, "Todd, you hug me all the time." I was like, I'm sorry. I mean, I just hug every day, hug and kiss every day. That was just me. And she now misses all those hugs I used to do because I had to train myself to not hug her as much. Like, okay, I'm going to not hug you as much. But that was a hugger. And then when I did have a daughter, I know that she just loved daddy's hugs. Oh, and one day she said, "Daddy, stop hugging, kissing me." I said, "Okay, I'm not hugging, kissing you anymore." About 5 minutes later, Dad, let's come back to hugging and kissing. And we hugged and kissed all the time. And I think that that's the thing that I think a lot of people don't understand is that the affirmation promotes confidence.
Mm.
We have a lot of people that, and plus two, people who are shady, they don't like to be touched. That's what I've noticed. People that are shady, they don't like to be touched because they're afraid that you're going to find out what's really going on inside. So they don't open up, they don't reveal themselves, because that means that I have to like you.
Right. And the thing is that it's important for you as a hugger to know who does not like to be hugged.
Bingo.
Who does not like to be hugged at all.
Yeah.
Because, how do I say? I look at those people as people that don't want you to get close to them.
Right.
They're cold.
Yes.
And they don't want to reveal themselves.
Right.
How they have something to hide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's shady.
And like I said, I think that's a thing there. Like I said, I mean, when I come home, I just feel the love.
Mm-hmm.
It's a yearning. And this COVID thing has been tough on our family.
Sure has.
It's been rough. It's been really, really rough. And we can't wait till this thing kind of uplifts so we can go back to hugging and kissing each other and seeing each other again and stuff. And, just much as I want to hug my parents and kiss them right now, it's just a tough time for us. And, it's rough. This is the part that's rough because the affirmation, and I don't know how people who are living single, that's got to be really hard without having that camaraderie and that love. So I can understand why people go out just to go out, because really, they want to be loved too.
Mm-hmm.
But, staying at home all day long, you turn to a hermit, you get depressed. The endorphins, I think, comes up a lot of times when you hug somebody and stuff. And, get out and hug somebody. And I was talking today, and I was just like, show someone some love.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they don't deserve it, give them a hug. Let them know that you love them. And so that's a major thing there and stuff. So I just, like I said, my family were just a bunch of huggers. I always loved going home. I enjoy it, and there's no place like home. And I encourage people to hug your child, because that's affirmation that your child. And the group hugs are one thing, but hug each individual one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Show them that you have an individual love for them.
Mm-hmm. And I think what it is, I remember when Todd was growing up, I would like to lay in bed and place him on my chest, and I could feel his heartbeat and my heartbeat. And there was a bond there when I felt our hearts beating together.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe that's where you got your hugging from, that heart-to-heart
I used to love climbing on my daddy's chest and sleeping on my daddy's chest. I used to like to sprawl out and stuff. I just love that, Dad. And Mom, I always love hugging my mom. To this day, I hug and kiss my mom. My mom is smaller than me now, so I got to kind of hold her like this.
Yeah.
I got to give her like this, like, oh.
She's kind of small.
Yeah, I can feel it right now. I can say, Mom, give her some kisses and stuff. I hug my dad all the time, hug my wife. Now she's turned into a hugger. But yes.
But we'd like to have an eyeball of her real quick.
Okay. Sway.
Is it off?
No, come on. We're recording. Sway's good. Yep. Hold up a second, everybody.
Yeah. There she is.
Yeah.
Hi, Swayla.
Hey, how are you? I guess I'm kind of.
She's going to fade in and out on
fading
you.
in and out.
Yeah, that's all
Why
right.
is that? Why is she doing that?
Because he has there we go.
Oh.
Hello, world. I am the wife of Todd Hunt, and these are my lovely second set of parents.
Sorry, ladies. I am not single.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
I love my parents.
We love you too. A hug these days means.
But hugging is amazing, and I do think that both of our dads, because I did the same thing with my dad too, and I do think, Dad, that it kind of came from our dads, because it's the whole thing of being on their chest. I really agree with you, and doing that. I did that until I was like 5, and then my mom was like, "You're gonna have to start sleeping in your own bed." But it's just, hugs are so contagious though, that they just, you just don't want to be without them. So
A,
please
a,
hug.
a hug to me also bonds you together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does.
We need hugs in order to survive in this life. That's all.
Yeah.
You are right. You are right. And I come to just and I know that all of us can, but Dad, you can chime in too with this. But as teachers, we experience so many children that may need more hugs and go through life with less hugs just from situations that they're going through.
Mhm.
And so just if you have your own children, if you're fostering children, if you're adopting, it doesn't matter. Mentoring children need hugs, and
Right.
that really helps them to get through their day. And actually, their hugs have helped me to get through the day. They'll be like, Miss Hunt, you need a hug. So,
Oh,
Yeah. And I notice with a lot of children, just when you place your hand on their shoulder, that you can feel their body just
Yeah.
relax. A lot of times, kids will get on each other's nerves and they're really excited. And you just go up and place your hand on their shoulder, let them relax and talk to them real softly and calmly.
Yeah,
And that diffuses the whole situation.
it really does. Touch, the power of touch.
Touch.
Just
Now,
a touch means.
yeah. Now, how do you say it? As a male teacher, you don't want to go up hugging them.
No. Yeah.
And I don't hug everybody either. You gotta be careful at work.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
There are
But your own children is what I'm saying.
But what we want to promote here for everybody is for everybody who has a child, who everybody has a spouse or loved one, a parent, family member. I'm going to encourage you to give good hugs. Loving hugs, right? Not none of the other stuff, but just a real loving hug to just let that permeate through you to show you the love, because a lot of people are hurting today. And if you're with your spouse, because you don't have forever with everybody.
You don't.
Chadwick Boseman, 43 years old, died.
Mm-hmm.
And you think about it, he had a family, he had a wife, kids, you know what I'm saying? And how many more moments would you want to have with someone that you love and enjoy? And I enjoy every moment I have with my wife and my parents and anybody around me. I just care about you. And I hope the best for you. I just want the best for you. And I think that's what needs to be out more, is that caring and that loving attitude there. So, I thought this would be a short version of Mom and Dad Talks, but
well, I'm going to say this, that it's time for a hug. So I don't know how long I'm going to listen to you about not coming to see you. So
Amen.
we're gonna
You have to be wise.
Yeah,
I know.
It is a hard time.
This is hard. Like I said, this has been really hard on this family because we're huggers and we got to be around each other. I can't be too far away from my parents. We got to meet each other. So everybody, just want to let you know, hug someone today.
Mm-hmm.
Love you very much. That's it for Mom and Dad Talks. Thank you, and see you next week. Bye.